Hey there guys! Have you looked at SMART marketing objectives? Well, my name is Alecia Stringer, 2asuccessstreamblog.com, empowering you to create your success dream. Today we're going to talk about being smart versus stuck and how you can make efficient action. Take efficient action. Okay, now this may not be a short video, but the smart people will watch it all the way through. So if you don't have time, be sure to skim through this blog post or email wherever you got and mark it unread, save it, and come back to it later, okay? Okay, so what if you didn't grow up rich or you weren't around that environment? Okay, it's not exactly destitute. And, you know, maybe, do you remember missing any meals? Or do you know what it's like wearing hand-me-down clothes? Okay, it's the feeling. Okay, did you have that feeling of not being able to fit in just because you don't have the best new thing? Okay, so if you're in that position or you remember that feeling, there's a lot of talk about money even when you're growing up, mostly from, you know, grown-ups that maybe said things like money doesn't grow on trees, or the love of money is the root of all evil. We might not be wealthy, but at least we're honest. Maybe it's not God's will for me to have money. Have you ever heard of those sayings? Oh, I bet you have. And you probably add a few. I haven't, maybe I can add some more that I haven't even heard. In fact, here's one that we've all learned. How do I know? Because it's a constant theme in almost every movie, TV show, and book you read. Rich people are evil. I mean, nasty and unethical. Think about it. When the bad guy, who's the bad guy in the Harry Potter movies? The rich kid and his rich dad? And who's the bad guy in Superman? Is it the rich guy, Lex Luthor? Who's the bad guy in Spider-Man? That rich industrialist? And who's the good guy in these stories? It's always like an orphan, or maybe someone who's been mistreated, always someone who thinks money is unimportant or unnecessary. Okay, take a look at the movie Titanic. The only good guys in that movie were poor, broke people down in that third level class. And who were the rich people? That stupid, shallow rich who were all in the first class arguing about whether to have mint sauce on their lamb chops. Okay, fact. We are conditioned to believe that money is bad and that being broke is somehow better. Now, here's why I'm telling you this. Your mind is like a computer. It records everything. And from the time that you and I were little, our brain has been soaking up all these options about money and wealth, even though they were untrue in real life. They prevent you from being wealthy. Think about it. If your goal is to be honest, ethical, loving, caring, and generous person, and you believe having money will make you evil, mean, nasty, and greedy, your mind will not let you take actions that will increase your income. It will sabotage you yourself every time, and you won't even know it's happening. Get that. Really get that. And you've probably experienced this. I know I have. Okay, here's an example. Picture you're sitting at a stoplight and this beautiful Mercedes pulls up beside you. It's like, you know, $250,000 automobile. What's your first reaction? Okay, look, here's this stupid guy in that big old car, and he probably thinks he's better than everyone. Or, wow, look at that car. That's an amazing vehicle. Isn't it amazing that such a thing exists? I bet it is an incredible thing to drive. If your response to simply seeing a person sitting in a car was to automatically label them as a mean, evil, nasty person, what does that say about your attitude about money? Okay, here's another example. If you've been looking for a way to create more income, you want a better life for your family, so you start looking for ways to do that. You find one. You find an opportunity where people are making tons of money and where they're having a blast doing it. It's an opportunity to break away from the herd and start living the life you deserve. Okay? Like this one. You might want to click below and see. Rather than just jumping in, you start saying things like, it sounds too good to be true. And if it's so good, why haven't I heard of it before? I don't know. If I can make that kind of money, I wouldn't know what to do about the taxes. I don't know. This looks like something I've never done before. And snap! Just like that, without even realizing it, you sabotaged yourself and pushed away the very opportunity you were looking for. My friend, people go their entire lives in this cycle, almost breaking away and getting sucked back in. It's tragic. The story of poverty. It's a story of mediocrity. Here's the solution. If you want to start living the life you deserve, you have to make friends with money. You have to stop fighting against the very thing you're trying to get. You have to be willing to see that money flows all around you, and you need to find out where the money is going and get in front of it. You have to realize that money isn't good or bad. It's neutral. It's what you do with money that makes the difference. That is the things that we talk about here. Do you want to check it out? Make sure you know that video where you can get started. David, he was dead broke a few years ago, and he learned how to make friends with money. He discovered how to call it the money would keep running. Keep running, it never runs out. He learned that the money isn't good or bad. It's neutral. It's what you do with it that matters. And very early in this webinar, David explains how you can make some mental shifts that will allow you to get rid of all that negative programming and actually start experiencing the prosperity that's your birthright. Life was not meant to struggle. It's in your place to be prosperous. It's inside you. You have more than what you need. But you've got to get rid of all that negative programming first. Delete. And if you have to give yourself permission to be wealthy, click below. This is where it starts. Do you? Do you give yourself permission? Is that all right with you? Can we show you how you can start earning $1,000 per day? Will you take it? It's yours. But you have to turn back your old way of thinking about money and make friends with money. Okay, I want you to watch a story right now. It's free and exactly what you need to do to make yourself having a more prosperous life. For your immediate success, click the link below and see your prosperity of life happen.